In the dark, there is one fear that finds us all. It's the final punctuation mark on the story of you. An inevitable silence after a lifetime of noise. Death is a fundamental law of the universe. So why has our brain evolved to wage war against the inevitable? Today, we journey into the heart of our ultimate fear. We'll explore how your brain blinds itself to its own end. Why can public speaking feel scarier than dying? And how is your FOMO a disguise for this ancient terror? Most importantly, how can confronting it unlock a better life? Let's start with a startling fact, confirmed by neuroscience. Your brain actively refuses to compute your own mortality. Deep inside, your primal amygdala screams, "Danger!" at any threat. It's the brain's alarm system triggering fight or flight. But when the threat is your own non-existence, it's like a core command hardwired to be undeletable. Your logical brain deploys a powerful denial mechanism. Studies using fMRI scans reveal this in action. When thinking of your death, brain activity literally shuts down prediction. It cannot truly imagine a world without you in it. It's a protective delusion, a necessary blindness. Because if we were constantly aware of the end, the existential terror would paralyze us from truly living. But this programming isn't just a neurological quirk. It's a legacy, written in our DNA by evolution. Our ancestors who didn't fear threats didn't become ancestors. A healthy dose of fear kept our lineage alive. But there was a fate even worse than a saber-toothed tiger. Being kicked out of the tribe. Social death. For our ancestors, being ostracized was a death sentence. This brings us to one of psychology's great puzzles. Why is the fear of public speaking, glossophobia, so common? One leading theory suggests your ancient brain can't tell the difference. The fear of public judgment feels like the fear of exile. And in our evolutionary past, the fear of exile was the fear of death. So our brains are wired with ancient survival software. But what happens when there are no predators to flee from? The fear doesn't vanish, it transforms. An influential framework called terror management theory explains how. It argues we build self-esteem and cultural worldviews to feel significant, to feel like a valuable part of something lasting. This creates a psychological buffer against our deepest anxiety, and this ancient fear wears even more modern disguises. Ever felt the fear of missing out? FOMO isn't just about parties, it's about time. It's the anxiety that your one finite life that is not being lived to its absolute fullest. It's a modern symptom of our oldest existential fear. This fear also changes with our age. It often peaks in our 20s, and again in middle age. But paradoxically, the elderly often fear it the least. Having lived a full life, they can achieve ego integrity, a sense of peace and acceptance with their story. So, if our brain is built to deny, what's the solution? The ancient Stoics had an answer: Memento Mori. Remember that you will die. It's not about being morbid, it's about gaining perspective. It clarifies what truly matters in the here and now. Here's a practical exercise based on this science. For 2 minutes, imagine your life as a completed novel. What would you want the final chapter to be about? Focusing on your legacy story can actively reduce anxiety signals. So, why is death our greatest fear? It's biological programming and a neurological paradox, a psychological defense and a powerful social echo. It's the ultimate source of so much of our anxiety. But the paradox is that confronting this fear isn't about learning how to die. It's about learning how to live, by creating a light of meaning that outshines the dark. Thanks for watching. Stay curious.